Big homie CC making some pretty disturbing allegations about Kevin Gates. Allegedly, just to get in it, before we let big homie CC take over and tell you a little bit about your guy. Allegedly, behind the scenes, he liked to be referred to as Kevin Gay. Allegedly, Kevin Gay competes in WrestleMania. He has a whole life behind the scenes where he likes to dip his stick in mud. You know what I mean? That's the best way I could tell you. You know what I mean? 607 on, let the cat out the bag. I heard 607 on saying it. Then I went back and had to listen to what big homie CC was talking about. I ain't really just been messing with big homie CC right there as of lately. Because when I heard him say he demonstrates, and then it came out he was talking about pistol play, him being 6'9", me being 6'4", 200, nearly a fucking giant. I respect combat. I respect hand-to-hand combat. They don't do that shit like that in Chicago. It brought it to my attention when he was saying 4 extra wouldn't survive in Chicago, because he's a fighter. Then I had to check into him, listen to what he said, and they don't fight in Chicago. If you're a fighter, allegedly, they would try to take you out. That's cap. That's just the people that's getting attention right now, that's able to direct the narrative on Chicago. For a lot of people that live in Chicago, you know, a lot of boxers are made in Chicago. They do a whole lot of punching in Chicago. King Vaughn was more of a puncher than a shooter. Drop it in the comments. But look here, Kevin Gates, come out and tell it. Yeah, it's time to go ahead and come out and tell it. Word on the street is you're going for the world title in WrestleMania this year. And you have been for the last 10 to 15 some odd years. And I'm obliged to believe it, because in Louisiana, bro, when you hear that little accent in them Louisiana guys, understand it's exactly what it looks like. They choose to add that little zesty ting in their conversation, bro. I'm just being earnest. I'm just being honest. And I'm just being real, bro. Let's let, you know what, take over big homie CC. Let's hear a little bit about your boy Kevin Gates.
You know?
Yeah. He a Muslim. He a Muslim gangster I represent.
You say Kevin Gates the most gangster person you know?
Yeah. He a Muslim. He a Muslim gangster I represent. I mean, I don't like the Muslim stuff, but I like the part that he a gangster.
I'm not gonna take nothing away from his gangsterism.
Right.
But like, if you let a man give you fellatio,
huh?
Then you not in the same category as us.
Stop playing on me. Ain't no man tell him no fellatio. What the fuck is fellatio?
Fellatio is oral.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Oh, not Kevin Gates. Stop playing with me. No, gang. Not Kevin Gates, gang. You tell the Kevin Gates gay.
Well, I'll call CEO tell you right now. Let me call Cheaper. Cheaper was locked up with him, and then me and Cheaper been in Mexican standoffs together.
Man, not Kevin Gates.
Hold on.
Not Kevin Gates.
Shout out my ex-fiance.
Yo, I can't believe this, but Kevin Gates, if you watching this gang and this check out, you've been destroyed, gang, because like we didn't even know that you was a booty toucher. I mean, I saw going on. Like I knew everybody else was booty touchers, but not you, gang.
The man brought a trans woman to his house and said he gave her head.
He gave the trans head?
That's what he said.
Kevin Gates said that?
Yes.
You know, Kevin Gates and
Kevin Gates?
Kevin Gates.
Oh, Gates. Well, you know he gay.
We just saw him with Tiffany, Brittany Renner. And you know, they dissected the video that they were in. She was in a lot of Muslim adornments.
Oh.
And it seems as though, you know, they were in a marriage. Like, have you seen how?
Make sure she's not no 403. I gotta make sure she's not no 403. You know what a 403 is?
What is 403?
You know what 304 is? Yeah. 304 is like a 403 is like how can I say it so you can understand? It's a chick with a Man, that's a 403. So I gotta make sure it's not a 403. Because you're Muslim, you can't show herself. So how you know it's not a 403?
Well, it's Brittany Renner. We've all seen her.
Oh, you see her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, actually.
Okay, well, listen, we gotta make sure it's not a 403.
Right.
We gotta make sure. With Kevin Gates, we gotta make sure.
What you got against Kevin Gates?
No, I don't got nothing against That's what they told me. Big homie CC told me that. So he said that he was Kevin Gates. He said in jail they was going up in his booty shoot. So that means that he probably got 403s on the streets. Oh no, y'all look like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. Big homie CC said that shit.
Allegedly.
No, I ain't no allegedly, gang. He said that shit.
Bro, I like to say I don't believe it, but I'm obliged to, considering the fact that Kevin Gates is a freaky man with a freaky plan, always has been. If you know Kevin Gates from back in the day, he always said little shit that made you think he go that way. But then you like, nah, he got Drika. He ain't playing like that. You know what I mean? But look, man, like I told you, in Louisiana, men twerk. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people hate to hear me say that about Louisiana. Like, we ain't twerking out here. I swear to God, I ain't never. You know what I mean? You know how they do, bro. But back in the day, bro, they grew up twerking with all the bouncy, bouncy shit. Them niggas were throwing it too. You know what I mean? It's just, when I ain't bouncing quite as hard as BG used to bounce. Please believe it. You know what I mean? But when you hear some shit about these Louisiana guys, you know, when they got the little extra zing to him, you know what I mean? When they got the little extra zing to him, believe it, bro. They telling you exactly who they are. And the whole little Brittany Renner thing, bro, come on, man. You son her to screw Charleston. You son that girl to fuck Charleston. You know what I mean? Now she's dressed up like a Muslim, like she's converted. Look, bro, it takes a while. Yeah, first you got to accept the 5 articles of faith to become Muslim. But it takes a while before you're able to fully convert to where you're wearing the whole get up. Come on, bro. That's just to make Kevin Gates look like he got some real shit going on, like he's a real Muslim man. He's a fraud. Yes, he has a lot of intelligence. I like him. Why? Because when he starts to talking, you got to understand where he coming from. He's speaking with sense, but he uses it for foolishness, and has been for years, bro. This is what all false prophets and people that have a God complex do. They learn the word, and then they use the word so they can reach the hearts of those that's really into the word. You know what I mean? To the niggas that really ride around with the Bible on the dash. You want to reach them, so in order to do that, you get yourself ordained as a minister, probably for like $25, $30 online, so people could take you a little serious, to look like you're a real bishop, and you just get to talking that shit. What Kevin Gates did, bro, was learn psychology in prison. He learned psychology. He learned how to use his mind as a weapon with others so he can get your ass tuned in. You know what I mean? That's what they all do, bro. That's what this is, the 48 laws of power. You know what I mean? But 48 laws of power, what people don't understand is you shouldn't even live your life by it. A whole bunch of bullshit. You should read it just to let you understand the tricks that people are trying to play on your mind. Yeah. But Kevin Gates, you're not fooling anybody, bro. Yeah, you ain't fooling nobody, bro. Like I said, you like to dip your little Peter whacker in mud. I'm not judging whatsoever, but go ahead and come out who you are. You got everybody crying when you talk to him. You know what I mean? Oh, Charleston White, Kodak Black, Sauce Walker, everybody crying when you talk to him. You know what I mean? Why? Because they need them words. They need them. But, man, I'm going to tell you like this. Go out and tell your truth, brother. Tell your truth. Who really are you? Tell your truth, brother. Just like you were saying about you were smacking your cousin a couple years ago, knowing it was your first cousin. Go ahead and tell the truth on who you are. And this is not a campaign against Kevin Gates, because I like him. You know what I mean? But when I hear news like this, I'm required to broadcast it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm required to speak on it. Why? Because it is what's happening. This is the content. The content is Kevin Gates. You know, if that is your name, we must know. Look what happened to August Alsina, fam. August Alsina had everybody. They had everybody fooled, dog. August Alsina had so many people fooled, but him, just like Kevin Gates, was showing them zesty things that a lot of people tried to ignore. Can't ignore it no more, bro. You got to let these people know Show yourself, man. Yeah, show yourself. And Brittany Renner is not some Muslim no, she ain't no new version. And stop, quit that bullshit. She's a whore. She's a whore, you know what I mean? Why? Because just last week it was different. Now, what you think? You gonna turn a whore into a housewife? The best thing he can go do is try to be a good nigga for DRAGS Gates, because you losing something that a nigga gonna pick up and treasure. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. For a fucking whore. I'm sorry, my nigga, but I just call it like I see it. I know a lot of people say, well, she's trying to change. Man, she fucked way too many and did way too much. When I saw her screwing Charleston White, I knew she had went way too far. You know what I mean? Yeah. Once you sober up and you forced to look at yourself and see how these people talking about you and you read them comments, of course you're going to try to change different and change your shit up. But you, unfortunately, you are who you are. Look, y'all drop it in the comments. Shout out Big Homie CC for even being a man and telling his word. You know what I mean? And shout out 607 because he's an ugly motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Oh, that nigga ugly as a sumbitch. But that nigga real as a motherfucker. One of the most entertaining people on this whole platform. This YouTube platform or Twitter. He's the dude just hilarious. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. I was born with big teeth, you know what I mean? But not that big, nigga, and I'm glad. Y'all drop it in the comments, nigga. Scars from the Playground, Max Headroom streaming everywhere right now. Don't Stop There, The Feelings of the Father by Scars from the Playground streaming everywhere right now. Those are albums. Those are better than the albums you're listening to and that was dropped this year, last year, the last 5 years. Yeah, make the best music, bro. Point blank, period. Scars from the Playground, like, share, subscribe, nigga. Peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.